Hello friends, welcome to the ASP.NET Core Blazor tutorial. In this tutorial, we will see how we split the Razor component into the different files. Like for making, for separating the HTML code and C# code, we used to split the Razor component into the different files. So basically, we use two approaches to split the Razor component HTML and C# code into their own separate files. So the first is the partial file approach and second is the base class approach. So as the name indicate, like partial files approach means we create another class for the with the same name, and we design or we make that class as a partial class. And as the name indicate, and we have seen the use of the partial class while we work on the C#. Like if we make any class as a partial class, the field and parameter of that class we can use into the main class. And the another is the base class approach. The name indicate, like we create a one class that is a component based class, and we inherit this class into the derived class, so we can use the feature of the base class into the derived class. So these are the main basic concept which comes under the C#. So let's understand all these approaches into the application. So go to the Visual Studio, and here what I will do, first I will make this component as a partial component. So here currently we can see like HTML code and the C# code is written on the same page. So what I will do, on the page I will do the right click and I will go to the class, and here I will take counter dot razor dot cs. So when I create this class goes under the counter dot razor component, and here we can see it is giving the exception. And what is that? Like compilation error, what it is saying, like missing partial modifier on declaration of type counter, because there is already a class called counter. So it is saying like either modify the name of this class or make this class as a partial. So what I will do, I will make this class as a partial. So this compilation error will go. Now what I will do, I will move this C# code into that new partial class. So I will move it here. Now when I take this code here, what error it will give, like there is already a same variable name which we are using in the counter dot razor partial class, so ambiguity is coming, so we have to get rid of this code. And that's the thing, like now we have created a partial class and the C# code we have written here. So that's it. Now let's build it first and run this application, and it should work as it was working before. So let's run this application. So the application is loading. So on the default page will be the index page, and here we have already assigned two razor component, like one counter component and another is the forecast component that will come on the home page only. So we can see like one is the counter component, it is coming, and another is the weather forecast component is also coming. So when I will click on this, we can see that still the count is increasing for this, and when I will go to this counter, it should working like it should work as expected. So that is the concept of the partial approach into the splitting of the razor. Now next approach, that is the base approach. So what I will do, first I will take that code here only, and I will get rid of this partial class. And what I will do, I will create a one class. So right click on this page and click on add, and I will add like counter base. So what I will do, I will inherit this class from the component base class. So basically this component base class is coming from this Microsoft ASP.NET Core component. So it is coming from this library, and what I will do inside this, I will take this code from here and I will put it here. So basically we have created a one base class. Now I will get rid of this code, and we like now all the variables and the function, it is access modifier is the private, so we can't access all these like in these variable into this counter dot result. So what we have to make, we have to change the access modifier. So I'm taking as a protected for all these. So that is the first approach, like we have to create a one base class, and we have to inherit this base class from the component base, and this component base is reside inside this microsoft.asp.net core.component library. Now the next thing what we have to do, we have to inherit, like we have to inherit this counter base. So for inheriting, what we have to write, like @inherits, and what we have to inherit, we have to inherit counter base. So and that is the thing, like we are going to inherit this counter base class here. So that's it. Now let's build it first and run this application and see, like it should work as expected, like it should increase the count when we click on this counter, like click me button. So let's run it. So it's loading the page. So like when we click on this click me button, it should increase the counter number. So the application has loaded. Now when I will click on this, we can see the count is increasing. So same will come for this component as well. So this is the logic of split razor component into the Blazor. So if you have any question or doubt, please comment. Thank you.